They're burying the car downtown. Let's go watch them.
We'd never seen a car buried before.
We would drive by the courthouse and Dad would always go over the story of the buried car.
And to see that they were burying a brand new car in the ground was really something special.
To me, it's about the imagination of doing something like that they were dreaming or thinking that, this would be fun.
They had put 5 or 10 gallons of gasoline because they thought this was going to be, we're going to be like the Jetsons, that we didn't know how to make this car go because we wouldn't have gasoline.
And I remember being placed on the car and looking around and being a little bit intimidated, but sat there for my photos.
The car was prepared at that time with what they thought were the best protective kind of items.
They put it down in a white bag, sealed the bag up.
It really looks, when you look at pictures, it looks like a mummy. Now, what's the mummy going to look like when the wrappings are taken off?
Is it going to be a big pile of rust, or is it going to be a brand new showroom car?
People want to know, what's it going to look like after 50 years underground?
It's the mystery, the intrigue of the unknown.
We've got to get her out of the hole.
This has never been done before that we know of.
The celebration of a car, that's something very special.
It's a piece of history.
The people are coming from all over the world to see this.
Let everybody see this car that came back from the dead.
You'll never ever see anything like this again in your life.
Our whole lives have lived.
Proof right now. Unfortunately, the car is gone and the dirt is back. So that's all they wrote. But if you want to look closely here, you can see a little bit of the Plymouth right here. In fact, one day archaeologists will look at this rust sample and do a modern DNA test, which we haven't yet discovered in 2007, and they'll find out that there's Plymouth metal and paint flecks right inside. And in fact, it's probably really toxic. Well, that just about concludes our trip to Tulsa and Tulsa-rama with an exclamation point. Now, what is it about Tulsans and burying Plymouths? Have a look at this. In 1998, to celebrate the 100th anniversary, they buried a Plymouth Prowler, and they're going to dig it up in 2048. Presumably, it will be in a lot better shape, such as in some sealed argon gas-filled thing. It's very scientific. Of course, above the ground. Of course, so was burying something in a swimming pool in 1957. You see how well that turned out. So I guess we'll see you guys back in 2048. Isn't that right, Grandpa?
That's right.
Well, maybe not Richard.
Make it. Maybe not this one.
Well, the years of water seepage really took their toll. Yes, it was shocking and maybe disappointing, but Miss Belvedere will live on as the most famous Belvedere in history, and we love her just the same.
I'm Mary Wick. I'm Max True's daughter, who owned the concrete True Gun All. that shot the vault in 1957 on the time capsule. He is 91, and he was presented with the sign that was inside the vault yesterday when they pulled up the car. And I was 7, and I was there. And I was always so used to going to construction sites, I was just running all over. So I was just playing and not really paying that much attention. My cousin, which you're getting ready to interview, is one of the 3 girls in the hood of the car.
I was the little girl on the top of the car. I was in the middle, and I was 3 years old.
I thought it was
no water inside at all. There's the American flag. Just take it out and unfurl it. Open it up. The 46-star flag that was put in there in 1957. Let's unfurl it. And look how it's been preserved. Weather and all. Here we have the plates, Oklahoma 50th anniversary celebration. Many of these plates, some of you have bought these at antique sales. Sharon, you have some of these?
The Tulsa Rama plate.
Your child and your school. A handbook for parents of pupils of the secondary schools. Your child and your school. Here's it has to be open, but it'd be fun to see more of these. There's a yearbook. Let's see whose year, 1957 yearbook. From,
oh my gosh.
I think we've got, here's from William D. Dunn at School Community Relations Department, Tulsa Public Schools, June of 1957.
Did you say you've seen Paris?
Here's a lighter that came out of the glove box. I'm going to get my fingers dirty too here, guys.
Did you say you've seen Paris Hilton's name on there?
Anybody need a light?
Is that a lighter?
Cigarette lighter.
All right. Contents of a lady's purse in 1957.
Cigarette lighter.
Do you?
Oh, it does look like something would be in the ignition. Yeah,
you know, this is so amazing to me. These things were very purposefully put in here 50 years ago for you and I to see when we pull them out. I mean, this is just amazing to me. Is it there?
But it's stuck inside, and there's no reason to turn it because it could break off.
John, they weren't listening to you.
We can't make out.
Does John think they were listening to him on KRMG? I don't know.
Right over where you are.
Yeah.
Tulsa Tribune.
All right, we have a wonderful
We have learned that
group of
chrome weathers very well underwater. They shined up a bit of it just a minute ago, and it was looking in terrific condition. Now they're looking at a page of a newspaper from 1957. Let's see what's on stage.
Sunday, churches to observe Father's Day, which, by the way, is this Sunday. There you go.
These boxes for 49 cents.
A salmon, tall can, 49 cents. All right, we've got the guesses.
What was it? Was it in that tube?
No, it was just tied up in a piece of string.
It was tied up in the piece of string in the time capsule.
In the time capsule.
So they weren't on microfilm, perhaps, after all. This is what we've been wanting to find.
Hey!
Right here.
Good job. Headline in the...
Welcome back to the Tulsa Convention Center, where they have just wrapped up the unveiling of Miss Belvedere. And Jack, I know a lot of people were disappointed she wasn't in pristine condition, but there were some good finds tonight.
It was still an exciting event, wasn't it, with the car being unearthed for the first time after 50 years. Even she's shown some age, mud, some rust, but she's okay. She's our car, right?
Exactly. You know, we're going to show some of the video of when they took the car out of the ground this morning. And that
Also get excited like this about an event in a long time. And one thing this has done is it has really pulled our community together, and it accomplished what we wanted to accomplish, which was to focus some attention on ourselves, get excited about Tulsa, about our past, about our heritage. And I think this event did everything it was supposed to do.
felt like Oklahoma City was getting so much attention with all their Ramas, and we wanted some attention. And time vaults, of course, were time capsules, a big thing in the 1950s. And the people in Tulsa said, "You want a time capsule? We'll show you a time capsule, by golly."
Well, that's true. But I am still excited about this because I think it's a piece of our past.
Piece of our history.